Time for another viewer question now, and this one was tweeted into us from Sam. Sam says, is it better to regret doing something out of your comfort zone or regret not pursuing it and wondering what if?
Well,
Linda.
I won't say regret, but it was like loads of things I've done in my life and I've been so scared doing them. I've been absolutely petrified, and you just stand at the side of the stage or wherever you are thinking I'd rather be anywhere else than here. Instead of enjoying it, I get myself in such a state, like we did the Royal Variety, me and Pauline, and we sung I Will Survive on stage in front of all, like, the people in the... Oh, there we are.
Oh, that's great. What an unbelievable achievement.
Oh, and so what did you... So when you talk about the regret, do you regret that you were worrying on the...
anxiousness and not being able to sleep the night before and knowing that everyone in the industry is sitting in the audience, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so...
Well, when you were on stage, did you love it?
I loved it when I got out there, but it was just the getting out there, you know, like the night before and the lead up to it. I just kept thinking, I'm never going to remember the words, I'm going to fall over, I won't remember the moves, all of that. It was just like...
Do you regret it now, looking back
No,
on it?
now I'm glad
good.
I did it. I mean, there's been loads of things that I think I'm never going to be able to do that, and you just get through it, don't you? Dr. Theatre takes over.
It's better to give it a go.
Yeah, yeah.
OK.
What about
definitely.
you, Stacey? Have you had any regrets?
I'm one of those weird people that if anything happens in my life that I'm not proud of or that I feel I wish I'd never done, I sort of put a door there, shut it and never visit it again, because I just don't have... Not one part of me wants to look back on anything and regret it and wish I hadn't, because it'll get me nowhere. So I always think it's the biggest waste of my energy and my time and my love to look back, and even if I hated it and even if I wish I never did it, there's absolutely no way I can change it. So
do you think though, that we've got a bit messed up with the word regret, Denise? Like, when I think about regret, it's not necessarily that I would go back and do it differently, but it's like, is that a life lesson? Like, when I think about the mistake, like, I wish I hadn't drunk as much as I drank when I was younger, and because of that, I've learnt that lesson and I'm much better with my health and all of that now. What do you think?
I do, and I think that Stacey's take on regret is by far the most healthy, absolutely. But I sometimes think maybe I'm mixing up regret with shame and guilt, because obviously my drinking and my, you know, everything else when my life was in free fall was kind of so much out of control that I have a lot of shame associated with that time. So do I regret not finding the strength, if it is strength, to give up drinking earlier? Yes, I do. Career decisions, things I've turned down, things I've passed on, I don't really regret, because the reasons were genuine, I think. Why? So I've never then felt, oh, I wish I'd done that, or I wish I'd done that. I think that those were genuine. The only thing I regret, if I had my time again, I regret doing Big Brother. I won it, but it was a hollow victory because it was such a really desperately miserable, unhappy time for me. And I was sort of felt manipulated into making a decision, which was quite destructive for me. So I suppose I do. I try to live without regret, but there's often time when I think, would things have taken a different turn if I didn't do that? But then again, was that a catalyst to me turning my life around? I don't know.
It's quite hard to be too prescriptive, isn't it, when you think of regret, because so often the things we regret lead us to something else. I mean, I think I can definitely say that I regret I wasn't single. I've never really been single. I've never lived the single life. Never lived in a flat on my own.
I agree with that. That's interesting, because I agree with you there. I've always gone from one relationship to another.
Yeah. But then somebody else would say, I regret being single all my life, or I regret having a relationship. And then, I mean, there's literally nothing you can do. And I think we hold ourselves to such a high account sometimes, or people hold people to such a high account, and they completely just disregard that we're all human and we are all going to make mistakes and we're all going to do things that aren't the right way around, aren't the wrong way around. It's part of living, breathing and being human. And sometimes, I just think sometimes we could spend so much of our time beating ourselves up over how things could have been different, when actually we are where we are and there is literally nothing you can do.
It's like most things...
Lincoln's just whispered to me here as well that if I had turned my life around earlier, my path wouldn't have crossed with Lincoln, and I couldn't think of anything worse than not being with Lincoln. So that's obviously true.
So maybe we change it from regrets to life lessons. And really, so often, whatever we're, you know, so often gratitude for the moment we're in can help us through a lot of that, can't it?
Yeah.
Like when I go into regret mode, I go, oh, I'm grateful for what I've done.
I just think all I've got is now, innit?
Yeah.
I hate to be a bit dismal.
Stacey, our little guru that we share with you.